Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Lupin the Third Part 5 episode number 10. Yeah, episode number 10 reaction. Only one episode today because I won't have enough time to record another episode, and I think this episode will be the ending of this story. So it will kind of work out, because from the next episode again a new story will start. I think this is the end of this story, so I'm not quite sure, but from the looks of it, because we already had 3 episodes on this, so one more episode I'm guessing. This is just a guess, but if it's like, if it's not the end of this episode, if there's two or one more episode left, obviously I'll resume that from next week, but only one episode today. So yeah, okay, the previous 2 episodes we actually got to learn of quite a lot of things. First of all, the characters motivations, all the different characters, their motivations, a little bit of Rupan's past, and these type of things. So the first thing is Rupan's past. Rupan knew Albert from, back in those days when they were like, thieves. They used to like, compete with each other, and Albert decided to go for something bigger. Like he wanted to have France in, in his hands, and he decided to become a police officer and go in that direction, and he ended up abandoning the name Rupan. Now obviously this brings up the whole question of, we kind of saw in the past that Rupan was like, always um like Albert always did stuff which used to surpass Rupan's capabilities. But turns out, even though he is better in that department, the soul of a thief, that is something that he lacked, which Rupan had. So that type of a thing. So down the line he probably would have gotten stuck, while Rupan, he's a natural at this. That was like the whole past and everything, how they were acquainted. And then now comes the actual character's motivation. So basically a lot of things happens. First of all, a few characters come in, like Jose, who actually betrayed Gyomu and went with the president candidate, and is like going to give the black notebook to him, while Gyomu is screwed. Obviously Albert himself is like, like he tried to get the notebook back from Rupan. He was able to do it, but it got snatched up by Jose, so he's also like, very angry at this whole situation. So all things included, like now basically Gyomu, like, Albert and Rupan caught Gyomu, and now they're going to ask him, and interrogate him, what is going on and all that stuff. And then after that, I'm guessing they'll try to target Jose to get uh, the notebook back or something like that. It's going to happen. But yeah, for now they're temporarily teaming up, I guess. But yeah, let's see what happens. This is episode number 10. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. Bigger target, yeah. Mutual friend. Alright, temporary ally, I guess, for now. Well, wait. Oh, oh my god. Hey! Yeah. Damn! Yeah, exactly. I had no choice. Okay. Oh my god. No. Hey. All right. Well, the finishing, touch. Lupin had to do that. Wow. Okay. Hmm. So for now they're teaming up. So I'm guessing after getting their hands on the notebook, they'll probably have Albert and Rupan will have like a, I don't know, final battle or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Thief and Thief. Okay. That's an interesting title. All right. Oh. Oh, he's remember. Wait. Damn. What happened here? What is this? What the hell? Hey, what? Um. Wait. What? What was that? This is, this is not a fantasy. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there you go. I was like, yeah. That shot. Oh no. Oh wow. Keep your eyes on the. Oh, okay. Okay. Funny you don't have any. Which is true. Unfortunately, everyone is his enemy now, Albert, if you look at it. Oh no, this girl. Oh my god. Yeah. Thank god Goemon came with us. Well, yeah, he just killed someone a few moments ago. Probably that blood. Okay. Hmm. How? Oh, he just wants to go in guns blazing. Yeah. I guess, but still. Oh boy. Hmm. Okay, I feel like she versus Goemon is a good matchup because both of them kind of use bladed weapons. Oh wow, he's uh hmm. All right, they're reloading. Yeah. Oh no, I feel like he's going to trick him. Yep, I knew it. I knew he was going to trick him. I saw that. I saw that coming from miles away. This guy. Like otherwise, why would you say like let's go in 1, 2, like you know? All right, so nice. Oh. Need a flashbang or something. I don't know. Nah, there you go. Yeah, either a grenade or a flashbang. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this person. Yeah, yep. Oh my god! Yo! Yeah. Like, that person was the one who killed that guy. Gaston's friend. Okay, going on. Yeah. Oh, nice. Cutting off her. Oh my god. I don't think she can bite off the or break the sword because, yeah. Ah. Oh my god. Oh, oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, yeah. Okay, this is bad. Wait, what's that shining thing? Something was shining, even on the tree. Oh, oh, there you go. He gathered that. I was thinking, what was shining? Oh, yes. Oh, God. That's it. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Boy. Oh, nunchucks. Oh, yeah. Does your nunchucks have bullets in it, Rupan? Otherwise, oh, what? Oh, is that an Iron Maiden? What the hell? Oh, there you go, Jose. Oh, so Jose versus Albert. Okay. Oh no, this is that person, that guy or girl. I don't know. Oh, oh, nice. The shield is helping. Oh, a lot of impact behind it. Is he trying to lure her in, him or her in inside the Iron Maiden? Yep, I knew it. Oh, oh my god. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you have another gun in your pocket? Hopefully. Oh, he had pliers. No, what are those called? Pliers, aren't they? Yeah. Cutters, sorry, not pliers. Specialty alloy. Oh, the gun is there. Huh? Oh boy, I feel like the gun has something in it. I feel like there's something in the gun. Oh no. Okay. Oh, he's using his voice. I'm pretty sure. The mimicking voice that he uses. I'm pretty sure that was Albert. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh, whoa. Damn. No, I feel like. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, I forgot about his hands. Produces electricity. Okay, I feel like Albert is going to come. Yup. There you go. Yeah, he mimicked the voice of the kid. Well, like I said. Oh, that's what he did. Okay. Damn. Oh god, what's he planning? Oh! Yeah. Well, there you go. Another death. Oh, he grabbed it. Oh, that's when he took it. Yeah. Ah. Oh boy. Oh yeah, his hand is. All right. So we got the diary. Now what? Hmm. Oh, nice. A new car. Oof. No, no, Luban, don't put your guard down. I feel like he wants to snag hit the. Okay, never mind. I was thinking he was going to snag the diary from him using that opportunity. Oh my god, I feel like he actually did it. I think he got it. Oh my god, I think I was correct. Is it a fake one? Yep, there you go. That's why Rupan said that you are also a thief. He countered his count. Ah, well. Oh boy, that was funny. Throw it away. Yes. No need for that. I wonder what Rupan's going to do with it now. That diary. Okay, there you go. All right, so this is the end. I was correct. So from the next episode, there'll be a new story, I'm guessing, or something like that. Wow, that was, yeah. I have to say, this episode was bloody. Oh boy, like, yeah, like in normal anime, in anime, I'm talking about the anime only. I don't think I think this is the first time we've seen actually people getting decapitated, like that whole Iron Maiden. This was very tame. I wouldn't call this gory. This was extremely tame, but still they showed the stuff. And in anime format, because I remember the three movies, especially Goemon's Spray of Blood, that was gory, you know like they actually showed, like, the whole shoulder getting like chopped off, the what do you call it, the muscles showing, then the bone, like that guy, that lumberjack, I forgot his name, what his name was, his hand was chopped off and all that, like, yeah, that was gory. Like, that was actually gory, while this was, they kind of showed people getting cut off and all that, but it was not that gory. All right. Oh, we're back here again. withdraws from presidential race. Yeah. Oh yeah, what did he do with it? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, the grave. I was like, Gaston is dead. How could he return it? Okay, so he put it on near the grave or something. All right, that was yeah. There you go, episode 2, and there you go. Yeah, like I was saying, like this episode was, I have to say, like in the anime, the different season that we've been seeing, season 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, and this is season 5. It was probably, it showed the most, I wouldn't call this gore, but it showed the most, like, blood, and like actually, like, people getting cut in half, all that stuff. And yeah, but actual gore in Lupin is in Goemon's spray of blood. Like, my god, I wouldn't forget that ever. Like, it was just people just flying left and right, like Goemon just cutting them down one after the other. And that lumberjack, like, my god, that fight, I'll probably never forget that fight for the rest of my life. Like, the animation was just so good, with the, like the actual, muscles coming out, like, the chopped off hands and everything, like blood spilling, and that was gory. And yeah, that's actual gore. Well, this was very tame, but still it showed a lot than any of the anime episodes I've ever seen. Lupin showing this much blood and this much gore, it was a maximum in this episode. So yeah, and we actually saw people die here, because usually what we see is, oh, like, yeah, like, they die, but they don't show us that they died. But here we actually see them die. So there you go. And yeah, so this episode, first of all, we begin with Albert and Lupin kind of teaming up for a bit, because, like, as they say, your enemy, the enemy of your enemy is your friend, that type of thing. And Gyomu here, obviously Gyomu and the whole Jose situation as well is going down. So both Lupin and Albert, instead of fighting amongst each other, they decided to kind of cooperate up until the end, and then, like, they're going to figure out who is going to get the diary. Okay, so the first thing they do is interrogate Gyomu, and like, Albert is interrogating him. And like, as we can see, Albert is shooting, this in the walls and anything, trying to intimidate him, and he's little by little telling us everything. And in the end, when he was not giving us the actual location of Jose, Lupin, we see Lupin suddenly shoot the picture on top, and it falls on his head and starts bleeding. That one. And Lupin says, like, oh, you were being too, like, too, what does he actually say, the actual term that he used? Just a sec. Pussyfooting. You were pussyfooting around. Yeah, that. Like, he says that you're doing that. Now, I'm pretty sure that, like, the reason why he was doing that, Albert was doing that, is because this is the thing, like, even though they, Gyomu was against him, and they were, like, enemies and stuff. I don't know. I feel like Albert was someone who worked with him. He worked with him, or, like, he knew him personally. So I'm guessing that's probably the reason why he was trying to be trying to show a little bit restraint. Obviously, like, by the end of it, I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing that Lupin did to take the information out. But before he was able to do that, Lupin took that step. But yeah, it's probably because of that, because if there's someone you actually, kind of know, even though you're not, like, like friends or something, you're still acquainted with them. Like, imagine trying to interrogate that person, like, you feel a little bit weird for that. I don't know. I'm guessing that was the reason why he was actually, and also because he himself is, like, in the police force in some way. That's why, like, Yeah, that's why he was probably doing that. Now, either way, Lupin was like, yeah, like, I just finished the job for you. And like another thing you could say, this was not only him, but also Guillermo. I feel like Guillermo, seeing that Albert is in front of him, he was also probably within his heart, he was thinking like, oh, he's definitely not going to do anything to me. Because they're acquainted. But suddenly, when Lupin shoots the picture and he sees Lupin with the gun, he realizes that, oh my god, this guy, I don't know, like what he can do. Like, I can probably have a little faith in Albert because I kind of know him, but this guy, I don't know anything about him. I just, once I came across him and he tricked me, and now again he's holding the gun. So Lupin being unacquainted with Guillermo made him probably fear the situation even more, and that's why he quickly gave out the information. Like, instead when Albert was doing the interrogation, he was not giving it out, probably because of that. And it goes both ways, because both of them are acquainted with each other. The interrogation was taking a bit more time, so that's why Lupin was like, yeah, I'm the third party here, so yeah, let me show my tricks with my guns. And that was enough to persuade him to give the information. So after that, they go on the car. They're like going, and they kind of have like a little back and forth, them each other talking about, talking about the good old days. How they saved each other. They're kind of having a little banter. Now here, like, here's one thing. Like, up until now, I guess, like, I was going to say, like, up until now, I've seen Lupin, the show having only realistic elements, like, not full-on fantasy. Lupin never went full-on fantasy, so suddenly seeing what is that, a cheetah, with a with an axe. I was like, what is going on here? Like, we've never seen something like this before, have we, in Lupin? Like, there was fantasy elements in this show. For example, the whole Mamo situation, like the whole Mamo, like, that was a little bit fantasy, or you could say science fiction as well. But it did not go this fantasy deep. Like, it's like a moving cheetah who's like, like, I don't know, like that. I was extremely surprised at this section, especially because I was like, yeah, like, Lupin has a few fantasy tropes, this and that, like, some kind of things, and they also kind of try to give us explanation. But I think this is the first time we actually see something like this with no explanation whatsoever. Like, suddenly, like, this type of a thing, and I'm like, wow, this is interesting. But either way, that's when Lupin saved Albert, and Albert was like, oh yeah, I remember. But either way, that's enough about that. Guillermo's people are coming to attack them, and they're like shooting them from behind using on the cars. While all of this was happening, thankfully we have bulletproof glass. Not only that, our friends also come to help us out. Jigen and Goemon are in the car, and they are here to back us up. And obviously Jigen with his sharpshooting skills, and when Jigen is unable to shoot because he has to drive the car, Goemon goes in and finishes the job. And he goes on top of one car to another, like, uses his sword to, like, kill that person from the top of the car. And yeah, now while this was happening, Jigen is like, all right, like, Goemon, you go with Lupin, because I feel like, like, you need to go with him. Someone might come and try to impede them, while I'll deal with these people here. And thank God, like, Goemon went with Lupin. Otherwise there would have been, like, a bigger problem where if they had to fight that girl. Like I said, that girl, the best opponent for that girl was definitely Goemon. Yeah, was definitely Goemon. Even if Lupin and Albert tried to take that girl down, I doubt they would have able to, because like, she's using bladed weapons and whatnot. And even though Lupin and Albert had guns with them, she could have probably just dodged everything and probably went and easily defeated them. So, like, this is the thing, like, some people are better at fighting against some people. Like, just like how Goemon is better at fighting this girl, there might be some opponent which Lupin might be better at fighting than Goemon. So that type of thing, like an affinity or whatever you call it. So thankfully Goemon was with us. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure this would have been the end of the journey. Like this girl would have probably just, I don't know. But either way, Goemon was there, and that girl comes in, and Goemon is like, yeah, like I'll take care of you. Now Lupin and Albert has come to the place, and Lupin is looking at the infrared, the lasers and all that security. And he's like, oh, how should we go in? Albert's like, let's just go in, because these people are alerted. Why are we trying to sneak in? And Lupin's like, what the hell are you saying? Like I'm a thief, like I'm supposed to do it like that. Like, you don't have any thief's pride. They're having again a little banter again over there. But either way, they decide to kind of go in from the front door like that. And yeah, now on the other side, Goemon and Lupin are Goemon and that girl are fighting, and Goemon is little by little slicing off the bladed parts, like the nails, the things over here and there. And yeah, yeah, obviously, like Goemon, his sword has been able to cut down planes, like these will be just child's play for him. But still, she herself was pretty pretty talented, like in fighting and all. So she was actually putting up a good fight against Goemon. She was fast, and she was also like maneuvering here and there, just dodging. Yeah. Okay, now in Lupin's side, Jose has been informed what's going on, and he's ready, he's waiting, while Lupin and Albert tries to go in. Obviously there's people in the rooftops shooting them. This part is so hilarious. Like as soon as Albert said that okay, like I'm going to count to 3, we're going to go together outside, that's when it struck me. I'm like, why is he saying that? Like who does that? Especially in a situation like this. And I don't think he's the type of person to actually count 1, 2, 3, let's go. Like like he's not that type of a person as far as I've seen Albert. So that's when I was like, all right, he's definitely going to trick him. Just count 1, 2, 3, and he's not going to move, while Lupin is going to go out. Oh boy, this kind of reminded me, it's like an off-topic thing, but it's reminded me of like something where like we used to play tricks like this on our friends in classes, where like I don't know, like I don't remember the exact thing we used to do, but something like this, like 1, 2, 3, and something we were supposed to do together, and then none of us did something, and there's that one person who got fooled by it. They're the one who did it, and the whole class and even the teachers were looking at us like, what the hell are you doing? On that person the whole attention went, and that was crazy. We used to do that, and I remember like a classic trick to trick your friends. Oh boy. But anyways, yeah, and Lupin is fuming. Lupin's like, what the hell, like you just tricked me like that? And Albert is like, but it worked, didn't it? And then he's like I did that because I knew you would be able to do it, Lupin. Like I had faith in you. And Lupin is like, don't try to butter me up. It's not going to work. And then he takes out a grenade and throws it inside. All the people inside gets wiped out. Albert is like, it did get us in, didn't it? Oh boy, this whole banter was just so funny, between them. And yeah. Now, after that, they go inside, and Jose is talking with that guy who spilled everything. And the masked person comes and just kills him because, he's of no use, that's why. And he betrayed them. Not betrayed, but spilled everything, that's why. So, alright. Now, Lupin and Albert is moving towards Jose's position. But this person, this masked person, is there with his tonfa, with his or her tonfa ready. Just shoots them. And, so Lupin is like, you go ahead. I have a business left with this person. Because, this person killed Gaston's friend. So, yeah. To avenge him. Now we are back to Goemon versus this lady, and Yeah, so here we see he has been cutting her nails down one after the other, and like the lady in the end, she was like, all right, you know what, like, I'm let's do this, I'm going to defeat you. And she grabs the sword by her mouth, and since he grabbed it by her teeth, like he cannot take it out. And she tries to scratch Goemon, probably just slice his head off or something. But Goemon knew better. He backed down by, like, leaving the swords on her. And that's what she says, like, like most people, they don't try to get, like, like, they don't leave their sword behind. But you did it. You were able to understand what is necessary in this situation to keep yourself alive. So that in itself is quite impressive. And here I was like, and then they start fighting again. Goemon is without any sword or any weapon, so she's like, hitting him. And when he goes and bumps into the tree, I was like, wait, something's shining. I saw a little shine. Then again he falls down, there was another shine, and then I was like, okay, I'm quite confirmed now, something is shining, like there's something over there. And yeah, so basically so I'm guessing Goemon was cutting off her nails and everything. The nails probably went and like got stuck in different places, that tree and that in the ground or something. So he saw that, and he just like kind of maneuvered in a way so that he gets flung into those locations. Like when she hits him, he gets flung and probably goes through the tree and just takes it. Then on the floor he takes the other part, and like kind of disguising that whole situation, and gathering those nail parts. And as soon as she was like, oh, I have you in my grasp now, tries to attack him, he just flings it like this and gets her in the eye. On, oh my god, yeah, that's going to hurt. She's blind now completely, or she cannot see. And using this opportunity, Goemon grabs his sword and then just slices her off. And I really was not expecting them actually showing, like I thought what they were basically going to show is like a little bit of a, like a cut and bleeding, just that. But they actually showed, like that the whole, like like the cut and the body kind of moving like this, like like kind of sliding down. They actually showed that, and I was like, all right, so yeah, since since this is quite this show came out quite recently, that's probably why it's allowed this much, like this small amount of gore is allowed. And yeah, like nowadays we have a lot of gory animes, like it's not a big deal nowadays. They just kind of give us like a little warning at the beginning, and we have a censored version and an uncensored version, but we do get gore nowadays in anime. So yeah. And obviously Lupin being like a not like a kids show, like it's an actual adult show. Yeah, gore is definitely like necessary. Like otherwise it's weird, like someone cuts someone out and there's no blood, and you're like, what the hell is going on? It's weird. So yeah. Now after that, okay, now after that we see Lupin versus this person. And I don't know why Lupin brings out like a nunchuck. I don't know what was the use of that nunchuck. He just takes it out, and he's like, oh, I'm ready. And this person starts shooting him, and he runs away and goes to like a torture chamber where there's like an Iron Maiden and stuff. And he's like, all right, I'm going to use this situation in my advantage. Now Albert is on his way to find Jose, and Albert meets this kid who is, like the one who uses that fishing line or whatever that is. And he meets him or her. I don't know if that's a girl or a boy, but either way, yeah. After that, again we go back to Lupin, and here we see this part is quite impressive because Lupin actually calculated the whole scenario, what he's going to do. So basically there's two things that he needed to do. Number one, to protect himself, he needed a shield and a mace, to protect against the shotgun shots. And not only that, he needed to kind of trick this person to coming into proper position so that this person is going to rush towards us, and he can use that person's momentum to fling them back into the Iron Maiden, which is just behind him. So basically, he does everything. First of all, he gets the shield, and he protects himself using the shield from the shotgun shots. And then, like, this person was using his shotgun, with the tonfa gun, and Lupin little by little goes in front of the Iron Maiden, and obviously seeing that he has a shield and the shots are doing nothing, this person comes in front of him, close range, attacking using tonfa as a melee weapon, and using that opportunity, using the own momentum, Lupin moves, kicks them, trips, he or she trips and falls into the Iron Maiden. And oh my god, I was thinking like they're going to leave it at that, like it got inside, it gets skewered, but Lupin actually closes it, and I'm like, oh boy, yeah, no one's going to survive from that. And yeah, like the blood is coming out, and that's it, it's the end. Now Lupin in the end says like, I got your revenge. Now next we see Albert versus this kid, and this kid grabs Albert's, kind of ties up Albert, his hand kind of, I feel like he broke his hand or something, but I love how Albert was searching for something in his jacket, and the kid is like, oh, it's not going to work, like any knife is not going to work, and he brings out like a cutter with like a special alloy and just cuts it, and the kid is like, what the hell, like what? This part was funny, I don't know why, but it tickled me. And okay, so but this the kid is still confident. It's like, yeah, even if you were able to do that, one of your hand is broken and your gun is there, so I'm going to take that gun with me. Uses the fishing pole to grab the gun, and he tries to shoot him. And now here I was thinking maybe something is up with that, maybe there's some kind of a fail safe in that gun, like that actually, like the gun is going to, I don't know, like explode or something in his face. I thought that something like that might happen. Oh yeah, like I don't know where, but I remember, like I always think about this, I remember there being like a, what was it, me reading or seeing something like a comic or a show where there was a gun which actually worked backwards, like the gun, you usually shoot holding the gun like this, and it actually shot backward, like it was like a trick gun, like people used to use it to like assassinate someone or something, I don't know, but the front of it was blocked, and the rear side of it had like the muzzle in a very discreet manner. So like they, when the enemy used to get that gun and try to shoot the other person, the gun would, the fire would shot in their direction, and they would die from that. I don't know from where I've but I remember coming across that thing. I don't know why, but I thought something like that is going to happen here. But either way, something else happens, which we see later on, and they kind of stop the scene over there to like give us a little bit of a, you could say, suspense or whatever, because Jose calls, gets called in the phone, and this kid says, oh, I've killed him, and Jose's like, oh, good job. And as soon as that's happened, I was like, yeah, he's definitely mimicking the voice, like that kid is probably dead, and this is Albert mimicking his voice. So there you go. So after that, Lupin comes in, and Lupin versus Jose happens, and Lupin was quite easily able to get Jose, because Lupin is way better at these type of gunfights and everything, and Jose tries to go up and falls down on the chair, and Lupin is like, yeah, I got you. But then we forgot that this guy has some interesting things in his hand, like some kind of a bionic arm or whatever, robotic thing, and he uses that to grab Lupin and electrocute him. So yeah, there you go. So I was like, yeah, goddamn, even though Lupin was able to defeat him, and this is how he goes down here. So Jose comes and tries to kill him, but I was just waiting. I was like, yeah, when is Albert going to come? Because I'm pretty sure Albert is going to come and save Lupin. And yeah, there you go. Albert comes in and shoots him. Obviously, his guard was down because he thought Albert is dead. So he falls down and he's like on top of Lupin and he's like, how are you alive? And Albert is like, oh, like you're that kid, like he's dead. I just mimicked the voice. And he says like, oh, Lupin, our debt is fulfilled. Like, I kind of paid back the debt. And as soon as he says that, Jose was like, huh, see you in, see you on the other side. And self-destruct himself. Thankfully, Lupin realized that and quickly grabbed Albert and took him out. And like I said, I guess you could say this is also another debt that Albert got, because Albert was not expecting that. So Lupin actually saving him at that moment, you could say that's also another debt that he got. Like, he technically did save his life, but either way, yeah. So Lupin is like, all right, so let's go. Brings out the notebook. And Albert is like, what the hell, when did you get it? Like, obviously when Jose was on top of him, he grabbed it there. Like, this is Lupin we're talking about. He had his head in the right place, even in like most dire situations or situations where you're almost dying, he knows what he's supposed to do and his objective. He always has that. Like, I've seen him do this multiple times, even when he's in the brink of death, he never forgets what he's supposed to do and always does that. Like, for example, here he's almost like that. This guy falls on top of him and is dying almost, even the self-destruction thing. So even though all of that things happened, he still had his priorities straight and he was like, yeah, I need to get the diary, and that's what he did. So there you go. Now Albert is like, oh, give it to me, like, you don't have any use of it. And Lupin is like, like, why should I give it to you, and whenever someone else wants something, I get this urge in me to get it for myself. I'm a thief. Albert sees that his hand is also gone, and he's like he thought like, yeah, I won't be able to take it forcefully from Lupin. He's like, all right, you win. Not over yet though, because he's actually, while he said that, he's inside his head, he's thinking of a plan how to get it from Lupin, because he's not that easily going to give up on that. And I'm pretty sure Lupin also knew about it. Lupin is like, this guy is just trying to trick me. He's saying that, like, okay, you win, but obviously, yeah, he has some other plans. So he's definitely somehow going to lure me in close to him and grab the notebook from me. So just in case that happens, let me prepare a dummy for it. And Lupin probably puts the notebook somewhere else, and in his jacket puts the dummy notebook. Like, everything is ready, the whole set is ready. They come out, they're on the bridge, and interesting that he says like, oh, leave me here, because it's the same bridge. And Lupin is like, yeah, like, goodbye. He says, I'll keep the car. Rose almost falls down, and Lupin goes and he's like, oh, like, are you okay? And you know what, here I was like, wait a minute, he's acting like that. I'm pretty sure he's doing that so that Lupin goes close to him so that he can grab the notebook. And he's like, I'm fine. And then they stand up. Lupin moves back. And then I was thinking, maybe not. Like, am I that insensitive that, like, like, maybe he really needed help, and I'm like, I'm actually suspecting him. I actually felt bad for a moment there. I was like, oh, maybe not, like, he actually was in pain, and maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on him. But then Lupin is like, oh, so you are a thief. And as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, so yeah, he did try to take it. But since Lupin said that, that means Lupin had a counter for that plan. And like, Lupin gets in the car, and like, Albert later on is like, Lupin, I won. Takes out the notebook, blank. Albert is like, well, yeah, you got me. You countered my counter, so yeah, it's my loss. And Lupin obviously has the original. Oh, and it's so funny that the blank notebook that Lupin gave him had his name, just like Albert had his name on the other one. And he starts laughing. He's like, like, this one goes to you. Throws away the notebook. And Lupin has the original one. So yeah, there you go. Like that was amazing. This whole like this episode was full banter between them two, just having like friendly, haha rivalry thing, and in the end, everyone is happy. Like it's like a proper battle between rivals, you could say. Like no killing, no nothing like that, just friendly battle. you know yeah, and that's how it ended. Obviously in the end we get to see that Calavis, I think that's his name, the president, he he retreated. He realized, he was like, oh my god, without this I won't be able to do anything, so let me just go back, like retreat. And obviously he was probably afraid of everything getting leaked, so that's why he little by little just went away, just retreated back, while the director general of the DGSE was arrested and all that. And yeah, and obviously Jigen asks him the question, where is the notebook? Lupin is like, returned it back to the owner, which means, yeah, in the grave inside, I'm guessing inside the bouquet his notebook is. Now I need to say something here. At the beginning, like when as soon as I realized that Albert and Lupin had like a little what do you call it, like a little friendly rivalry past kind of thing, I thought that he's going to die, because Lupin does this in this show. Every character that you get to meet, like outside the group, outside the five of us, like Lupin, Zenigata, Goemon, Fujiko, and a few other characters, recurring characters. Other than them, if a character somehow becomes important and comes in the story, they're either like they're killed off. Like every time this happens, obviously they do that so that they don't introduce more characters in, like just like how in Detective Conan also this happens. Like they don't kill off characters in Detective Conan, however, but they introduce someone, and like after, like they become like the temporary main character for a few episodes, and then they are just forgotten, or they come back later on in the future, something like that. Just like that, Lupin also does that, especially in movies. Like whenever a new character comes in who kind of becomes a little bit important, I'm like, yep, this person is going to die by the end. Because yeah, have been exceptions, however, because I do remember there being a movie, I forgot that name of the movie, but the movie, there was a girl, I don't remember her name or anything, but that movie in the end, I can describe it. In the end, that girl and Rupal was just sitting, looking at the scenery, and then Zenigata comes in suddenly. Rupan tries to run away, and Zenigata uses that fake hand. That Rupan uses that fake hand to trick Zenigata. Rupan's fake hand that he has. That Zenigata uses the handcuffs to get it, and Rupan just detaches it. That's how he tricks him. That girl was still alive as far as I can remember by the end. But there's multiple characters who get introduced and they just die. So I was also kind of 50-50 thinking about this situation. I was like, yeah, like this might happen here. Albert might actually die by the end of it. And especially because he's Rupan's friend and rival. That's why. But thankfully he's alive by the end. Nothing of that sort happens. And yeah, maybe in the future they'll also meet. Rupan and Albert will probably cross paths again in the future. So there you go. Happy ending, you could say. So yeah, there you go. That's it. And that was this episode. This was episode number 10 of Lupin the Third Part 5. Like I said, only one episode today. From next week, again 2 episodes. And yeah, we'll be starting I'm guessing a new story from the next week onwards. So thanks. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week with 2 more episodes of Lupin the Third Part 5. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.